Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here today. My name is Denise. I'm also known as Hey Wig Sister on Instagram and Facebook. Today I'm here to bring you a wig review in partnership with Wig Studio One. This is Confidence by Toni Brattin in the color light brown. This is my second Toni Brattin wig that I'm bringing you in this light brown color. It's a super pretty wig, super cute color. If you want to know more about it, stick around. I will tell you all about the wig inside and outside, and we will look at the color inside and outside. I am so grateful to Wig Studio One for allowing me the opportunity to try this wig, check it out for all of you, and then share my impressions with all of you. If you've not checked them out yet, please go to their website, wigstudio1.com. They're a great online retailer with lots and lots of support. They do tons of reviews. Every month they have regular reviewers, guest reviewers, I'm a guest reviewer, and lots of education and a blog. Really helpful. And they have a Facebook group, Wig Studio One, Wig and Topper Support Group, with over 10,000 women. They may be getting close to 20,000 at this point, of women who help each other out on the wig wearing journey. All right, you guys, let's look at this one from all sides. This is such an adorable sort of classic bob with just some light layering to give it a really flattering and low profile, so it's not poofy. It just really looks flattering. It's a nice short length too, where it's going to be cool and up and off your neck. Now these are heat-friendly fibers, but because of the length and because it's straight, I do not want you to be afraid of trying a piece like this just because they have heat-friendly fibers. If you're new to wigs, you might not realize that heat-friendly fibers take a little bit of special attention. They're just a little bit more temperamental when it comes to friction and rubbing up on clothing. But when you have a straight style that's chin length and above, they're very easy to care for. And I personally prefer heat-friendly fibers in straight, shorter wigs like this. I just think they're so much more realistic looking. And so if you've never tried a heat-friendly synthetic, you like a style like this, I wouldn't be afraid of it. Now, before we get into too much more detail on this piece, I do want to give you a couple of cautions of things that I've noticed on this particular piece. Number one, this has a basic cap, otherwise known as a machine-made cap, so it doesn't have a lace front, and I do think it's a little bit noticeable. Let me explain that to you guys. So when you don't have a lace front, what happens is the wig just ends right at your head. There's nothing to sort of transition it to make it look like hair is growing out of your scalp. If you have a wig with bangs, that's not a problem because the bangs will hide that. Now you can totally cut bangs in this one, and I do think it will look a little more realistic with bangs cut in. Another option, if you have bio hair that you can blend with the wig, you can pull a little bit of your bio hair out and blend it. You don't need much, so you could have thinning hair and still be able to do that. Let me demonstrate that for you. I don't have bio hair in the front to pull out, because that's where most of my thinning is, but I do have side bio hair. So when you've got bio hair, it obviously doesn't blend with this color, but I think that's okay for demonstration purposes. If you have a little bit of bio hair, what you can do is you can just pull a little tiny bit out and then sort of blend it in with the wig, and then you can't see where the wig cap meets your head. You would do a similar thing to the front, and I really think that would help. If you don't have bio hair, the reason why I'm just bringing this up, for some people this is not going to be a concern at all. For others who are really sensitive and want the most realistic looking wig and actually struggle to wear wigs in the first place, what you can be concerned about is if the wind blows and it blows this front up a little bit, it's going to blow it away from, and you're going to be able to see that cap a little bit. It may not be as easy to see on video because of the darkness up here, but trust me, that can sometimes be a concern. Now, I'm not saying don't get this wig. This is such a cute style. Just be aware of the limitations and think about a way that you can work with it. You can always keep it down like this when you're wearing it, And that does work. It's just that if there would be a wind blowing, or if you wanted to somehow tuck the wig without any bio hair to blend, you really do need to be concerned about hiding that cap if you care about that. Again, not everybody cares about it. All right, let's move on to the rest of this wig. I definitely wanted to make you aware of that. Now, this has a lowish density. It's really not high density. I wouldn't even really consider this a medium density. I would say this is a rather low density piece, but it does have permatease. That can give it an appearance of fullness that it not having a lot of hair wouldn't. So we have a big bump of permatease right at the top here, right here, just a big bump. And then there's some light permatease all around. So the permatease on the sides here isn't poofy, isn't pillowy, but when I put my fingers in there, I can feel it. I can feel those little crimpy fibers. But this right here is a bumpet of it right there. And that is actually a place where people want some lift. So if you struggle with straight bobs because sometimes they don't have enough lift on top, this one has a fair amount right here with that little bump of permatease. Let's take a look at this cap. So this is, like I said, a basic or a machine-made cap. They are interchangeable. So you've got your permatease up in there. You have nice soft ear tabs with lots of hair sewn in, an extended nape, and Velcro adjusters so that you can extend or shrink in the cap. You can make the cap smaller. I would say this is running a little bit large, to be honest with you guys. Someone told me that they thought they heard that Toni Brattin ran small. Well, the three that I have do not run small. I would say they run fairly true to average, maybe slightly bigger than average. It has a ton of stretch, and I have a 22-inch circumference, and I have this cinched in a little more than halfway. So I definitely think you can wear this if you have a 22.25, even if you have 22.5, and then keep in mind that it has all that stretch. I definitely get extra cap up here, so you know, like I said, really true to average, maybe even a little bit bigger than average. I'm getting really good coverage on the sides here. It also helps that they sewed a ton of hair into those ear tabs, so I do get really good coverage there. I would say overall this is an extremely comfortable cap. The fibers feel amazing. The density is perfect if for a cut like this, so you don't feel overwhelmed with hair. The only thing is it doesn't have a lace front, so you definitely have to bear in mind styling with that front. Otherwise, really adorable. Super cute cut. All right, let's talk about this color, light brown. So when I reviewed the other piece out that I've already put out there, I mentioned that I really don't consider this a light brown color. Color is hard. We all see color just slightly differently and describe color slightly differently, but I will tell you that I have seen other brands that have the color light brown, and it's much lighter than this one. So this to me is more of a maybe a light to medium brown, or medium to light brown, whichever direction you want to go. And it also has some auburn tones in it. So when I kind of get out of the way here, it's such a beautiful brunette, but it does lean a little bit on the side of some auburn. It's a warm brunette, and they did such a great job of blending the colors so it doesn't appear highlighted or like you have a really expensive salon visit. So for those of you who don't want to be called out in public, if you don't want somebody to come up and say, oh my gosh, I love your hair color, where do you get it done? This is such a natural, pretty brunette, but I would consider this more of a medium brown versus a light brown. That just is what it looks like to me. And also, if you don't like sort of a little bit of a reddish, auburnish tone to your brunettes, then bear in mind this one does have that. I wouldn't consider this neutral or anything like that. Really pretty though. Let's get outside so you can see this color outside. Thank you once again to Wig Studio One for sending me this so I could share it with everybody. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to help answer them now that I've had a chance to try out this piece. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you soon. All right, here we are with light brown outside. Make sure you get a good look at this. So you can see it's just a really well blended color. but it's not, I wouldn't really consider it a light brown. I think it's just a little bit too close to medium brown. But every manufacturer is different. Okay, you guys. Hopefully that helped. And hopefully there's more videos out there with this color so you can do some comparison. Make some comparisons. Thanks for watching.